taking Remsen for more beans to Sergeant Bluff today. If you watched the last video, Sergeant Bluff didn't go too well for most of them. It sounded like the line was like 3 miles long. I guess it was pretty slow going. They only got 2 loads in all day yesterday. So if that mile is 3 miles long, if the line is 3 miles long, that's a solid 3-hour wait probably for each load. So that makes sense why they only got 2 loads in and they didn't get back till 6 o'clock last night. But we're also going to stop at Peterbilt today, see if they got a convex mirror. I think Peterbilt's got more inventory than Kenworth there in Sioux City. And then we also got to stop at Wilson Trailer and see if they have ABS valve for this trailer. And then the other trailer that's a twin to this one that is being rented out by the co-op right now, that ABS valve is leaking also. So I'm gonna see if they got 2 valves by chance, and then yeah, stop at Peterbilt. That's our plan for today. Let's hope today goes better than yesterday. So remember how I said sometimes there's a line by the pits?
Got your app.
This is what I was talking about. So it's going to be a slow day today. Look at that. We got a new mirror. Now I can see when I'm going to hit something instead of just feeling it. I like to see it happen right before it happens. So you have that split second of panic. I mean, it's no fun when there's no panic. Now I forgot what I'm looking for. Oh yeah, this paper. But, ouch. Stopped at Wilson Trailer. I am not getting that valve. He can stop there and get it, but I got a part number for it. I'm not gonna try to check out for $2,000 and be like, oh, hey bud, you owe me. So. It's cold again. Oh, I lost my keys too. Here they are. So I don't know if I'm gonna go back to Sergeant Bluff. It was 9:30 when I got out of there. So, granted I had to come over here and get this stuff, but these mirrors seem like they're way better quality than the ones I got from Iowa 80. And they're $3 more. The ones I got from the Iowa 80, which is that one, the stud on the back is cast aluminum. These are actual like machined steel. You can feel the weight in the mirror, how much heavier these are. So I just got my heat cable zip tied up just for now. I'll get that wired up tonight when I get home, but I just wanted to at least have a mirror. So like I said, I can see it before it happens instead of being surprised when I hit something. All right, let's go get reloaded. I think we're gonna head one for Sheldon. I figured as we're leaving here, is this guy coming in here? This guy is coming in here. Figured I'll show you the truck that I was gonna buy on the way out of here, which is still sitting here. Because they have it priced way too high. So it's right there, that black and white one, right next to the John Deere green. Them were the 2 trucks that we stopped and looked at originally. And that black and white one's the one I was originally going to buy, but they're pretty proud of it, so they have a pretty proud price tag on it. And it's still sitting here. So that kind of tells you something. They honestly need to come down to about $50,000. That's how much overpriced it is. And then Kenworth, or Peterbilt over here, also had a black and silver W900 sitting here when we were looking for trucks. And they had a decent price on it until I seen how many miles were on it, and then I realized why it had a decent price. It had to have been a team driver truck, because there's no way that one individual driver could have put that many miles on it. for it only being 2 years old. Roads are getting a little greasy here in Sheldon. So we took one load to Sheldon, and apparently they're allocating to 13 loads, and I believe we counted 9 trucks that are running today, so I'm like in the middle of the pack. So that means by the time I get back to Remsen, I'm gonna have to take a load over to take another load back over to Sergeant Bluff. That's probably gonna end my day, even though it's only 11:30. It's right at noon, I guess, now. So that kind of bites. I don't know what the deal is over at Sergeant Bluff, but them pits are stupid slow. That's what's holding everyone up. Usually you open your trap wide open, and well, you're in the middle of the pit, pull ahead, open the second one wide open, and you're in and out in 2 minutes, 3 minute stops. And now it's taking about 6 to 7 minutes per truck, because you can just trickle the beans in. You can't even open your hoppers all the way. Somewhere the math is wrong. I'm not going to argue one bit. I got another load heading towards Sheldon. It's a little slick over that way though. Got an off ramp for Highway 60 is pretty slick on the top. They got it salted pretty good on the bottom side. But Sheldon is definitely the line. There is no snow, no nothing. And then you hit Highway 60 right there by Sheldon. It's a distinct lineup. That's right where the snow starts. Kind of a gloomy looking day, but it honestly doesn't look like it should even snow. Perfect every time. Oh yeah, this mirror. Well, my chili's done. Ding ding. That new mirror I got at Kenworth is 100 times better than the one I got over at 4 States. That's where I got them 2 mirrors. The one that broke, the convex mirrors. Those things rattle and shake so bad. That's probably, you know, why it broke. And the ones I got at Peterbilt, I'm not sure what brand they even are. Kenworth. I'm not sure what brand they even are. I didn't even look at the box. That stud is like, you know, like I said earlier, machine metal, but it's like grade 8. It's that gold color, whatever, like a grade 8 bolt. And that mirror does not even wiggle, move, nothing. It was literally $3 more. Well worth the $3. It's a new day, if you didn't realize. It snowed overnight again. But most of it should disappear today. It's supposed to be in the upper 20s. There was just nothing going on yesterday. It was sitting in line. We ended up doing the one to Sergeant Bluff. And then we did 3 to Sheldon. It snowed in Sheldon and nowhere else. So you literally get to Sheldon on Highway 60 and pick the off-ramp, and the off-ramp was solid ice. And then you get into town and it was solid ice on the roads and a little bit of snow on the ground, just enough to turn the concrete white and the gravel white. And yeah, it was really slick in Sheldon, and it was not like that anywhere else. Today we have to run Sergeant Bluff though. So today or yesterday, just man, I have got a curly mustache hair or something touching my nose, and it's gonna drive me psychotic. But yeah, so anyway, yesterday we did one to Sergeant Bluff, 3 to Sheldon. There's no lines in Sheldon, so we for how much time we lost in the morning. Today, though, we had to run to Sergeant Bluff. They were limiting loads yesterday, and we're only allowed to take 13 to Sheldon. And I don't know how many we ended up taking to Sheldon, but it was a lot more than 13. They didn't shut us down, so I think so we just kept running. But I don't know if we're going to do the same thing today. Sergeant Bluff in the morning and Sheldon in the afternoon. We have to run Sergeant Bluff all day, and it's been like it has been the end of last week, and so far Monday, Tuesday of this week. It's not going to be very productive on getting any beans moved. They're going to Sergeant Bluff too. This isn't a good sign when there's a lineup right away in the morning. Not a big lineup. Usually there's never a lineup first thing in the morning. So that's probably a good indicator on how today's going to go too. It's just isn't going to be a very productive week, I don't think. It's the week before Christmas, so I don't know if everyone's trying to hurry up and get contracts filled or whatnot before the holidays start or what they're doing, but it's honestly, it's not even that busy. This place, the pit is just ungodly slow lately. That sun is horrible. You got to dump right in the middle, so you have to pull in, dump your first hopper, pull ahead, dump your second hopper. You can't do it where you center them both and you can open them both up. It's usually faster anyway when you drive into the middle, this AGP anyway. When you drive into the middle and dump a whole hopper, pull ahead, dump your other hopper. It's usually quicker that way. But for whatever reason, it's just, the beans just are not going down. I don't know if they have the leg turned way down speed-wise, but all it's doing is, I mean, you can see back there's 3 trucks sitting in the pit. Kinda, I'm not sure you'll see the camera, but there's another one coming around the corner getting in line. Yesterday that lineup, it was 3 rows deep. Well, it was 3 rows, all 3 bays, and it was all the way back to where they load the tankers out of. And they were actually telling the trucks out here on the road to just park and wait for it to clear out in there. I'm not sure what's going on, but they're not moving trucks through here very fast at all. Not like they normally do. I'd much rather go to Sheldon. You can haul a lot more beans and make a lot more money going that way. Hey, our guy's finally moving. Well, I guess that means we gotta pull ahead one truck and we're gonna be next to go in. Mirror we bought yesterday, I forgot to wire it up last night. That mirror is way more solid. It doesn't wiggle, it doesn't anything. And then I think it's like on this side when it's windy, both mirrors, it's kind of hard to see, like when it's vibrating from the wind. You can't see behind you at all. I'm starting to wonder if that mirror's not vibrating because that one's vibrating so bad, because now that I got that mirror on and that one's not shaking, that mirror doesn't shake. I mean, it makes sense. So the mirrors I replaced are actually the same mirrors I put right back on, and when I bought this truck, those mirrors shook really bad. So kind of wondering if it's the convex mirrors that were causing all my vibration issues in the first place, which makes it, like I said, really hard to see when you're trying to see behind you down the interstate if you want to change lanes or make sure there's no car beside you or whatever. Sometimes that it's just shaking so bad you can't tell. There's getting to be a lot of cranky people here. Oh no! That train is gonna be, oh, I think I see the end of it. I thought we were gonna get held up in Merrill again when it crosses the road. It's a long one. We're only a couple miles from Merrill. I think we're gonna get ahead of it. The race is on. That would just be par for the course today. If I gotta sit and wait again, I think this whole week is just gonna be a crap week. A lot of sitting. Definitely not getting the Sheldon load in today. All the Sheldon loads got hauled in, so I won't get to do any of those. I was hoping to get one in at least, so I can get my fourth load in for the day. You need 4 loads a day to kind of make your day worth it. Still not bad with 3, but the fourth one just kind of makes your day. And if you get 5 in at Sheldon, then that makes for a pretty good day. We got ahead of our train. He's in our mirror now. So at least we should get through through Merrill before we gotta wait for him. So bonus. The line got really long this time. The curve back there in my mirror. I know I've had it in some of the videos where there's a really rough set of railroad tracks and then there's a little curve, and then I go like 3/4 of a mile and then there's another set of railroad tracks. That curve in my mirror is that curve, and the railroad tracks are just through those bushes in my mirror. Where the steam coming up way down there, that's where we need to go. Actually, we go on the other side of that. The little steam chute up there, the little exhaust, that's where we need to go. So it's going to be a late night, 3 load kind of day, and not a good day. Yesterday wasn't good either. I was hoping to at least get home fairly decent to where I could run through Alt and then wash the truck. I'll probably still will, just give it a spray down, get some of the salt off. The roads are pretty well dry. The snow's pretty well melted. So on the 2-lane highway there's still some white salt residue, but it's not wet anymore, so I'm gonna probably just run through and give the truck at least a little rinse, get some of the salt off of it anyway. I ain't gonna get too carried away with it. I'll do a good wash over the weekend. There ain't no turkeys around here. Oh no, Chuck's getting in right now. I met Chuck on my way back to get reloaded. I met Chuck about 10 miles out of town. And Chuck just went on the scale, unless it's a different Chuck. But I haven't met any of the guys on the highway. I was thinking that too. I was like, usually I meet them guys. Once you get a cycle going, you start meeting everyone in the same spot, just going opposite directions every time. And I haven't seen any of the guys that I met on my way back to Remsen to get reloaded. I never met anyone. That's why I was thinking, well, I met everyone when I was going to get reloaded. I met everyone kind of between Hinton and Merrill. On my way back here, I didn't meet anyone. This guy coming around the curve is going a little hot. He just hit the brakes pretty fast. He's probably thinking, oh shit. He's probably having the same thoughts I did. You have got to be shitting me. Yeah. We haven't made it very far, and we've been here 3:26. So we've been here an hour. This is bad. This is way slower than I thought it was going to be. So I don't think I'm going to watch truck tonight no more. At this rate, it'll be 7, 8 o'clock before I even get home. So now I got the tablet set up, just hanging, well, where I usually have my GPS going, but just watching YouTube. Oh, there's another poor soul getting in line back there. This is so horrible. Ugh. But I've been pretty much just watching YouTube, hanging out on the couch. I put my dudes on, took the boots off because it was getting uncomfortable. Probably could just lay down back here and wait for that trailer up there to pull ahead. I should call Uber. I haven't had Domino's cheese sticks for a while. Call an Uber, see if they'll deliver it, or what is it, Uber Eats? It's probably the last thing I need though. I ain't got no munchies. I got some pepperoni. It's the bad thing with being bored, I get the munchies. And I don't keep munchies in here, so I don't eat them. Because I don't need them. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm best to get up here and get moving before I make someone angry behind me because the line moved. And don't look like they're gonna go very far. How exciting is that? We're finally inside, but it's plugged up at the probe. The guy on the scale can't get off because I'm blocking him on. It's blocked up back there in the pits. This is just a huge cluster. This sucks a lot.
Good to go, Paul. Thank you, sir.
He's already told him that.
If you're able to do abs on the road, try to cement them, please. Makes it go quicker. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys doing your abs.
He said Paul pulling on the scale, and he said, catch your ab. I don't know. Sun's almost down. What time is it now? 4:07. It's been a real productive day. I don't think I've said that yet. Have I said that it's been a real productive day? Are you guys tired of looking at trucks sit around too? Yes. This still sucks. It hasn't changed. I'm guessing the sun will be down by the time we get out of here. Isn't that crazy? People are out walking their dogs, just walking along the road out there. The line is still way back to where we started. Those guys are not going to get out of here till about 7:30 tonight. Kind of wondering if they'd actually just cut the line off or what they would do. I've never been here when it got that late before. Because they close at 5. It's 4:18. But as long as you're in the line by 5, they say, you know, you can get in. But when the line's so far away that they have no idea where the end of the line is, I wonder how that works. I don't know if any of you guys have been here at AGP and Sergeant Bluff and the line's over a mile long. If they finally just cut people off, tell you to go home, or how they do that.